What an incredible moment it is to be here today. And for those of you who I have not yet met, my name is Suzette Lowe. I am co-founder of One Caribbean Business Network, and it is an honor to welcome you here today. This year's Curaçao Export Week theme is powerful and very timely. From strategy to action, ideas alone do not grow economies. Action does. And OCBN was built for action. I want to invite you to take it around and look around the room and appreciate who is here today. And what you see is more than people. It is potential, it is ideas, it is the future of the Caribbean in one space. The Caribbean is ready. More than 44 million people, 30 plus markets throughout the Caribbean, millions of entrepreneurs, professionals, SMEs, and billions in economic opportunities. Hundreds, if not thousands, of organizations and associations created to support your business growth. And far too long, our region has had everything except connection. Too many brilliant people, too many strong businesses, too many opportunities existing separately, country by country. So we asked a very simple question. What if the Caribbean was not fragmented, but connected? That question became a vision, and that vision became OCBN. Building bridges, creating opportunities, inspiring growth. Before we continue, I would like to introduce Ryan Davis, co-founder of OCBN. Ryan has been instrumental in helping evolve this vision. While strong networks already existed locally and global connections were always within reach, what was missing was a bridge. A way to truly connect the Caribbean as one business ecosystem. And that is what we started building together. While Ryan unfortunately cannot be with us in person today, we're grateful that distance doesn't stop connection and that he can still join us digitally to share a few words.
Hey, I'm Ryan, co-founder, working closely with Suzette in bringing this vision to life. When I first started discovering and working in the region, the thing that immediately stood out to me was the self-determined spirit and optimistic ambition of almost everyone I met. It was unlike anything I had experienced anywhere else. And as a multi-passionate entrepreneur, I knew right away that the Caribbean is where I wanted to be. Like many other business owners and entrepreneurs, I too once shared in that all too familiar challenge of thinking that we have to build in isolation or figure things out on our own. And that's where OCBN started. But what we sometimes forget is that one conversation with the right person at the right time can change your life, both personally and in business. When people connect with purpose, opportunities that we didn't even think of suddenly present themselves. We start to attract, and momentum builds. That's why OCBN exists, to connect with purpose. We're excited to have you in this moment, and welcome.
Okay, thank you, Ryan. One meaningful connection can change absolutely everything. Growth does not happen and begin with logistics. It begins with relationships. Export begins with connection. Expansion begins with trust. And that is exactly where connection comes to life at OCBN. So how do we actually move from conversation to coordination. As we know, there are many conversations about connection. From isolated efforts to a connected regional ecosystem. Because for years, we have been talking about collaboration across the Caribbean. We've talked about connection, we've talked about working together. But talking about it and building the infrastructure to support it are two very different things. So how do we create something that has never truly existed at this scale before? Not just another network, not just another event, but a living ecosystem designed to continuously connect people, opportunities, knowledge, and opportunities, across influence across borders. Now, for those of you who have already been part of our journey, you know there are many parts, many moving parts behind what we are building. A lot of turning cogs behind the scenes and endless sleepless nights. But when you bring it all together, it becomes clear, and it comes down to three powerful forces. This is where connections comes to life at OCBN. And the first way we're doing it is through in-person and online networking, and we've been doing it for a couple of years. We create intentional spaces where relationships are built, not just contacts exchanged. From in-person gatherings like this to monthly virtual sessions across the region, we bring together entrepreneurs, professionals, investors, decision makers, along with the associations and the organizations that are created to serve them. So we're talking about real opportunities that don't start with a pitch. It starts with a conversation. And the second way we're doing this is our ambassador-led chapters. We intend to expand our reach throughout the Caribbean and beyond by creating a chapter on every island or country within this region. Our ambassadors are the heartbeat of OCBN, locally rooted but regionally connected. They create trusted spaces within each island while building bridges across borders. From Curaçao to Aruba and beyond, these leaders understand their communities and open doors that no platform alone can do. This is how we turn the region into a connected business ecosystem. And thirdly, but definitely not lastly, a platform that empowers. Our digital platform and app extend these connections beyond the moment. They give our members visibility, access, and the ability to connect across islands, industries, and opportunities. It is where connections are nurtured, collaborations are formed, and opportunities continue to grow long after the events end. This is how vision turns into action. Ideas turn into partnerships, and partnerships create impact across our region. Now let's bring to life as a reminder that this is not just a vision. It's something we are already seeing grow every single month, not just in numbers, but in real relationships through our ambassadors. This community is taking shape in ways we could not have imagined just a few years ago. So let me introduce and welcome on stage two of the incredible women helping to build this OCBN across our region. Our OCBN Aruba ambassador, Gianda de Cuba, and our OCBN Curaçao ambassador, Farah Kabara.
Thank you very much, Suzette. In Aruba, we are creating something truly exciting. What started as simple conversations has now grown into a space where people come together to connect, to create relationship, and they are consistently showing up. And these show-ups go beyond just single events. They are now moving across the different islands. Every month, we see new faces, we see new relationships that are being built, and also new opportunities that are emerging. And what is even more powerful is that these connections don't just stay in that event. They're expanding across the region. We're also seeing growing interest from different organizations, organizations such as Impact Hub Aruba and other community-driven institutes and initiatives that see the value of being part of something this big. Because OCBN is not just about the people that are connecting, but also about the ecosystem that is being built. On a personal level, as a business owner, I can also say that OCBN has helped me to quickly scale my business by being able to tap into new markets that would have otherwise taken me a long time to be able to reach. Also, it has given me the opportunity to consistently meet new people, both through our in-person as well as our online events. Our Caribbean culture is one that is built on connection and trust. And that is exactly what OCBN brings for us. And later this month, we will expand this even further by bringing together economic stakeholders all into one room. This shows that OCBN is creating a space where institutions, organizations, as well as associations can directly meet with both their members as well as with each other. And that is where real alignment begins, and that is what OCBN is creating. And now, to further elaborate on the benefits and experiences of what OCBN brings to all of us, I invite my fellow colleague, Farah Kabara.
For me, OCBN is deeply personal because I have had the opportunity to be part of this journey right here in Curaçao from the early days until now. And what we have seen over the past 3 years is something truly special. Everybody's getting together. What started as a small group has grown into a vibrant, diverse, and supportive community. A community that is much bigger than any of us really imagined. But more importantly, it is a community where people genuinely show up for each other. So where connections turn into real relationships, where conversations turn into collaboration, where businesses support one another, grow together, and move forward together. That is not just networking, it is a community. And that is what makes OCBN different from any other organization. So I want to thank you all again for being here. Thank you, Suzette. I'm going to pass the mic to you.
Thank you. Thank you both for everything you do, truly. We know how challenging it can be to be part of something new and like brand new. And we know you are here for it. So thank you. So today we also celebrate expansion. So yeah, please join me in welcoming our newest chapter, OCBN Suriname. We have just added OCBN Suriname to our, yay. Led by the amazing Reese Butler, welcome to the movement and welcome Suriname. This is how we build a connected Caribbean, country by country and connection by connection. With Suriname now part of the OCBN network, we are building something truly regional. And let us hear from Risa.
Hi, I'm Raisa Badlu, marketing professional, event producer, and founder of Venus Creative here in Suriname. I'm really excited to step into the role as OCBN ambassador. For me, it's all about connection, creating spaces where people can meet, share ideas, and grow together. Through my work, I've seen how bringing the right people together can spark ideas, open doors, and create real opportunities. I see a lot of potential in connecting the Surinamese business community to the wider Caribbean network through OCBN and unlocking new opportunities through collaboration. I'm really looking forward to building meaningful connections and seeing what we can create together. Thank you.
Very exciting. Our OCBN journey is not just about expansion, it is about impact, ladies and gentlemen. It takes a village, and our village is growing. Let's hear from the voices of our early adopters who are already connecting, collaborating, and creating across the Caribbean.
What brought me here tonight is that I fully support the OCBN, which is a very good effort. I appreciate it a lot what Suzette and Min and Ryan are trying to do. Especially the networking part is very, very important because even though the island is very small, a lot of times people do not actually know where they need to be with regards to information, services, or any type of operation. I would strongly recommend because I just experienced it that people who came in for the first time, not knowing anyone, people that I know, and someone asked them what's their business. When they explained their business to them, I was like, oh, I didn't have a clue that you were doing that.
This environment is really a place where you can be yourself and at the same time connect with people with an open heart. There's not this a high-end professional pitchy vibe. You can just be you and connect with the people that you like.
So I think that's the most important thing for me, that I could just be me. And the vibe here is relaxed. It's easygoing. You can really chat about the things in life generally. So you don't really always have to talk about what you do or what your business is.
The networking communication that exists at these events will surely help you to achieve your targets and set goals.
So here on this network meeting, I feel like I can meet people all over the world, all kinds of cultures, all kinds of owners. It's really a place where you can feel at home, where you can be yourself, and at the same time connect with people that are like you.
OCBN for me is making new soul connections.
And I feel that there's a lot of collaboration, investors. There are people that really want to join in with certain projects. So it's like, it's very broad. OCBN means that I have a platform, a place where I can land. So to me, it feels like home.
Yay. I ask you, who does not want to be part of a community like that? You've just seen what OCBN looks like from the outside. Now, let me introduce you to someone who has been a part of making it all work behind the scenes. Our IT backbone, our problem solver, and someone who brings incredible energy to everything he does. Let's welcome Roy on stage. Hi, Roy. 3 years ago, when you offered Curaçao Business Network, do you remember that? When you offered us a place to have our first event after our very first online event. Yeah, did you know that we were going to stand here a couple of years later? Do you regret it?
Yeah, no, it's that only if I knew. You've heard from my colleagues today about the friction of doing business across the islands. My role today is not to repeat that problem, but to show you the digital infrastructure that we have created to solve it. Until now, we've tried to force the Caribbean commerce into massive global networks that were not built for us. Those platforms do not understand the local needs and challenges. They do not bridge the gap between digital connection and a local networking event happening right here or across the water. The OCBN app changes that baseline. We built this platform because the Caribbean does not need another generic social network. We need something that works for us. Right now, we are starting the fundamental building blocks, instant visibility across borders, direct messaging, and bridging the gap between digital connections and our local monthly networking events. But connection is only step one. Facilitation is step two. We're rolling out dedicated pathways to connect with economic interest groups, governments, and chambers of commerce. We're building structured channels so that when you reach out, your inquiry is actually answered. We built this platform from the ground up to be a sturdy and dependable workforce. It is highly functional and built to scale perfectly. But this is just phase one. We're actively developing a suite of artificial intelligence tools that will elevate the stable base into an innovating experience. OCBN is a living platform, continuously refined by your feedback and experience. We built the features that you need because this tool exists for you. Become a member today and let us drive the future of the Caribbean commerce together. So let me show you how this works. The OCBN app is the gateway to Caribbean business. Let's take a quick look at how we connect the dots. After downloading the app and completing your profile, you're ready to go in and explore what's happening across the network. Scroll the feed, like, comment, and stay up to date with opportunities, insights, and conversations that matter. Want to share something of your own? Create a post in seconds and spark meaningful connections. Looking to connect and start a conversation? Search your network, connect, and reach out instantly. Start the conversation, stay notified, and never miss a business opportunity. We intentionally created a dedicated space for organizations. Browse organizations in your country, explore their details, stay updated with their projects, events, and more. Discover events happening near you. See event details, register directly, connect prior to the event with attendees, or create, showcase, and get more attendees for your own events. We also brought this app to your PC or laptop. Same functionality, bigger screen. Join groups that match your interest, engage with other thought leaders, or better yet, create your own community within a network in your own field of expertise. Add your business to the directory, increase your visibility, and make it easy for others to find and connect with you. Selling products or services, the marketplace is your place to go. Here you find, buy, or sell your products across the Caribbean. Want to keep the conversation from the networking event going? Go to messages and stay connected. And the best part? All of this is available in the palm of your hand. Download the OCBN app from your favorite app store and stay connected wherever you go. Receive preset notifications and never miss an opportunity.
So it's truly mind-blowing. I mean, it came from a simple idea of connecting people on this very small island. And now imagine, this is what it looks like when you take action. This is not just individuals' connection, but it's also organizations connecting. Imagine chambers of commerce across the islands and different countries, industry associations sharing opportunities, economic interest groups working together instead of in silos. And for the first time, we are creating a space where networks themselves can network. I mean, can you imagine? Where ecosystems don't compete with each other, but they collaborate. Where opportunities don't stay local, they move across the water. This is not just a platform for people. It is infrastructure for the Caribbean business ecosystem. And building something like this requires more than vision. It requires alignment, partnerships, and leadership. And we are proud to be working alongside those who are committed to moving from strategy to action. And on this note, I would like to also welcome on stage Vanessa Torre from Ministry of Economic Development.
Thank you for the invitation, OCBN. Thanks to everybody. It's very nice to see so many faces, new faces, but also faces that I'm already familiar with, to see this sparkling and invigorating platform, which is OCBN. I was able to experience OCBN on the road during our cruise trade mission throughout the Caribbean. We decided to, instead of do island hopping, which is very expensive, time consuming, to take a cruise ship and go to 8 countries in one trip. And that was an amazing experience. And OCBN went and made contacts on all those islands that will be available to you all for your business connections and for your networking. We are opening today the Curaçao Export Week, a week long of information sharing, networking, but also giving information, giving you practical tools to engage into exporting, because exporting is one of our priorities as ministry. One of the things that we need to do to make sure Curaçao's economy can grow and can grow beyond our borders, because the market is small, but there is a whole world that you can conquer with your goods or services out there. And the conquering can take place in the foreign market, but it can also take place from here when you cater to visitors, when you cater to other providers of services that are established here. So export is not only going to a different market or abroad, but it's also creating your own market here in Curaçao and cater to those that are abroad. And you don't need to leave, but they come and make use of your services. So tourism is one of those services, port and maritime services, IT services. So there are many things that you as small businesses can do to be engaged internationally. But start here first. Make sure your product, your service is well organized, well prepared, very sound, very competitive, and then take the leap towards a foreign market. And we are there to support, and OCBN is also there to support. We have this a very generic partnership. It grew very spontaneously because of the fact that I believe in OCBN. I believe OCBN is doing a great job, and it's bringing people together. And I'm very happy to be part of this network. As you can see, I have my OCBN heart put on. So enjoy. Thanks for the invitation. Let us know how we can support you in your export endeavor, and any other question that you have. I will try to go to the meetings more frequently, so you have an access, you have an access to mail, to the government, and hopefully we can support you in your endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vanessa. And if you don't know where to find them, you can find them on ocbn.org. So thank you for joining us. Vanessa, we really, on a serious note, we really, truly support and appreciate your support. Thank you very much. So guys, imagine if we ask a different question. Instead of where are you from, we ask, how can we grow together? Connecting the Caribbean is not a dream. It is a choice. It's a choice that we get to make every single day. OCBN is the tool, but the choice, that is yours. I've personally been part of so many business networks over the years. And of course, we all know social media platforms. But as Roy said earlier, most of them were never built for the Caribbean. And beyond that, too often they feel closed, exclusive, difficult to access, and expensive to truly participate in. Too many opportunities remain hidden behind the right circles, the right rooms, and the right connections. We chose a different path. We believe connection should be more open, more inclusive, more accessible. And that is why OCBN was designed to lower barriers, to raise them. Joining is free. Connection and connecting is intentional. And what you build through those connections, that is where the real value begins. This is not about creating another closed network. It is about inviting people into conversations, into opportunities, into collaborations across the region. And that invitation is open to all of you. So I want to invite you to scan the QR code or find us on ocbn.org, create your profile, bring your organizations, and those organizations that you're part of, ask them to join us. Start connecting beyond your borders today. The Caribbean is not lacking talent. It is not lacking opportunity. It is lacking connection. And now we are here to solve this. This is your moment. The time is now. There are many opportunities, especially with what is going on in geopolitics today. From local thinking, we need to start regional growth, from isolated efforts to shared success. The question is no longer is it possible? The question is, will you be part of it? So as we close, I want to take a moment to say thank you. First of all, in their absence, Janika Source, they are based in Nicaragua. Hopefully they are listening in. They took our vision, two crazy people's vision, and they made it real. What was a conversation last year, guys, is now something tangible, something we can all experience today in the palms of our hands. And we don't say thank you enough, but thank you for believing in us, for partnering with us, and for stepping into this journey together. And then to Roy again from 365E. If you don't know him, he is our IT backbone, our problem solver, and our go-to. Your time, your dedication, your energy, everything that you bring every single day doesn't go unnoticed. We really, truly appreciate you. To Sunscape for opening their doors and providing our Curaçao networking venues over the past year, like it's been a year, with grace from an exceptional team, guys. Really, if you've ever dealt with Sunscape, it's an absolute pleasure. And then also La Hacienda Olivia recently started opening their doors to their magical garden. To our premium sponsor, CX Pay, it's a new relationship. Thank you for your trust, your openness, and your willingness to walk this road with us. The timing and the alignment of this feels right, and we are grateful to have you alongside us. And thank you to the Ministry of Economic Development for making us part of Curaçao Export Week, from strategy to action. And this is all about taking action. We are going to thank our online attendees for joining us today in Curaçao, their little part of the Caribbean. Thank you for joining the live stream wherever you are in the world. Now is the time to take action. I'm going to say it again. Scan the QR code on your screen, and or join us at www.ocbn.org and /login is the straight path. It will take you straight to the sign-up screen. And I do hope you have a lovely evening.